Hello everyone, my grandchildren have gone home and their dog's gone with them. If you'd like to see my makes for the week, stay tuned. Hello everyone, I'm Deb and this is DB Design the Sewing Australia. Welcome to all my subscribers and welcome to anyone who's new. That's better, I just altered the lighting. It's pretty dark here today. Looks like it's going to rain again and we've had so much rain, it's been great. I think the tank's half full now. So the first thing I made were Oodies for my grandchildren. Now I had said that they couldn't take them home because I needed to keep them here, and apparently they don't wear dressing gowns at home, but they wanted to take them home. They insisted on taking them home and said they would wear them. I think they actually even wore them in the car on the way home, which they would need to take off halfway there, I'm sure. So to make the Oodies, I didn't want to buy a pattern because basically you know what it is. So I actually used, let's make sure this hasn't got shine on it, the Wardrobe by Me Kids Raglan Sweater. Now I really wanted to go with either a raglan sweater or a very dropped shoulder top so that it's easy to get on, because they had been wearing it when they came inside and started to watch television and the heater was on, but they decided they were cold. They still hadn't had a bath or a shower, and so they just put it on over their clothes, and it worked really well, like a soft indoor coat, really. So I was really happy with them. I shortened the sleeves, and I can see that I've traced off a pattern, but I don't know how much shorter I made the sleeves, because I made the size 12. I made the size 12 for both of them. Now Phoebe's 7.5 and Madden's 10. And he takes a size 8 and she takes a size 6 or 7. But I made them both a size 12 and I needed to shorten the sleeve and put a decent ribbed cuff on it so that they can pull it up, or so that it didn't end up with breakfast cereal all over it. So it means they can eat when they've got it on and they haven't got stuff all over it. Although I did notice Madden's had sauce on the front of it. And so it's really a raglan hoodie. So it's the one with the hood. There is a crew neck one as well, but I made the one with the hood. I'll pop photos in that they sort of let me take, fighting with the dog in the kitchen. And I was really happy with how they turned out, although I would make Madden's longer. I didn't realize, like, he's very slim, but I didn't realize how tall he was, and he's actually up to my collarbones, the top of his head. So I will make more of them. In fact, I'll make him a Geelong football colour one, and then I'll take it to his house and swap it over and bring the other, I think it was like blue camouflage, which is fabric I will have got from my sister. I think she'd made special dog's coats in them, and because I think greyhounds and whippets get quite cold, so they wear like a coat in the wintertime. And the other polar fleece one with the little polar bears on it, I bought from Spotlight, but I have got some bluey fabric of that has not been released yet into the Spotlight stores that I got from my sister. So that was the first thing I made. Really happy with them, and the kids actually liked wearing them, so that was really good. Now I made those in between finishing my Falconer pants, which once again turned out really, really well. It's a, you can see I've been wearing them. It's a great pattern. Nice bit of top stitching, but not a huge amount of top stitching. And somebody asked me if I could show a demonstration of doing the fly, so I will do that at some stage, because if you follow the instructions, it's a really easy fly to do. And that was in the really nice Cousette sky blue denim from the Dahlia Sewciety. So beautiful fabric, and that's the one where I dyed the zip so I would have a zip the same color. I could have bought a normal fly zip, but so I thought that was a pretty good match. I could have bought a normal metal fly zip, but I really much prefer to use the YKK ones. And I thought that I'd bought those dyeable ones at M. Reich in Collingwood, but when I looked up my old orders from Jack Stock, I'd actually bought them from Jack Stock in Moorabbin, which is a really good store, and they send stuff really quickly. So really happy with those jeans. Now the next thing I needed to make was Spencer's, because it's absolutely freezing here, and I do have 4 other Spencer's, but I like to wear a clean one every day. And I had some merino wool. Now this is quite a thin merino wool, not as heavy as the ones that I make my polo neck jumpers out of. So I had that. I've got a feeling I got that from my sister as well. And I've got that Spencer on. So it's a really good Spencer. It's really warm because it's freezing in here today. And I used a new pattern that I hadn't used before. This is the Kashi Tee by Itch to Stitch. Excuse the appalling printout. And so it's sort of just like a crew neck jumper. You could use it for a jumper. And I made the size 8 because I wanted it to be quite fitted. So it's basically a long sleeve, hip length crew neck t-shirt. Really happy with it. And the neck I did was, I just did like a normal neckband that I overlocked on. I think I used the overlocker for most of this, yes, and then I used the cover stitch for the cuffs and the hem. And so I didn't make it as long as I made the next one, because then I thought, this is really, really good. I'm going to make another one. And I know that this fabric comes from my sister, and this is also a merino wool. Not quite as thin as the other one, and I decided I'd use fold over elastic. Well, it's sort of, when I made it, I thought, oh, it looks like the elastic's baggy. I should have stretched it more. But when you put it on, that stretches out and it doesn't look baggy at all. So this is a light coloured one to wear under light coloured things, which means that I can wear, especially in spring, a shirt with that under it without you being able to see what you've got on underneath. So really happy with this pattern. Very easy, straightforward pattern, 1 centimetre seam allowances, made the size 8. Really nice pattern and comes together really easily. And then I had some of this fabric left. Now this is from Darn Cheap Fabric years ago, and I've got another batwing jumper in it, which has also got a high neck. And although I do like a V-neck and a scoop neck, it's too cold. It's been freezing here. And I haven't got the heater on today because I could hear in my videos that I can hear the heater. So I made this using the Neve pattern from So La La Patterns. Oops, so let's try and not get that. That's the pattern there. And so I added a band onto the bottom, even though I cut the one that didn't necessarily have a band, or that you turned up and had elastic in it. And I just made it long sleeve, crew neck. It does have one you can do with a zip neck in it. Just made, put cuffs on the sleeves. You've got to stretch that band out a lot to get your sleeves on the cuff when it's on the overlocker. And it is lovely and long, and it's got this band on it as well. So it's actually a really long jumper. I would wear it turned up. So really happy with that pattern. I've not used a So La La pattern before. And their seam allowances are 0.7, which when you're making it up on the overlocker, you only need 0.7 seam allowance. So you don't really need to trim much off it. So that's a really good pattern. This is a really comfortable jumper. It will be, oh yes, I've got written that it's a poly knit from my stash. The thing is, with a poly knit, it's warm and I don't sweat, so not a problem for me. I know it's a problem for some people. I'm way past menopause, so I don't sweat. And the last thing I made, which I made yesterday after the kids had left, the Anita Ponti pants by Tzuchi. Now, I've made these before and I've got a navy blue pair, but I shortened the legs so much in them that they're sort of a little bit short. I used to wear them to work when I had to wear a uniform, and I did look back through my book and see what notes I wrote. Yes, that I cut them too short and that I only needed to make the size 10 and not the size 12. So I've got those on now. This is in a ponti that I got from Super Cheap. They pull right up to your proper waist. So it's not a super heavy ponti. It's sort of a medium weight ponti. And I suspect it will go pilly after a while, but you know, ponti pants are really just a dressier looking tracky dacks, really. That was my makes. Now I still haven't finished my Berta 6760. I haven't sewn the cuffs and I haven't sewn the hem. I want it to be really nice and it's not very weighty at the bottom. So to make this a little bit more structured, I need to make a decision about it. So the next thing I'm going to put on my cutting table is this beautiful ponti. See that animal print, but it's really quite dark coloured. Now I've got two pieces of this. I've got a 1 metre piece and I think I've got a 2 metre piece as well. I'm just not sure which pants to make. Should I be making the comfy pants, which is what I made my grey pants out of, and the other green Pontel suit, that's the comfy pants. So they're a bit wide, they're a bit more of a wide leg pant, or should I be making it in the Anita Ponti? So that's my next decision. And I do have, I think, 3 tracksuits there to make for Mia. So I will have to get cracking on that. So that's all from me this week. Please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Which pants do you think I should make? The Anita Ponti pants, because the fabric is, it's got stretch in it. It feels a lot like scuba. And I know it'll be good quality. The ponti I've bought from Kristen before has never pilled, so it's worth putting some time into that. So I'd either make pants and some sort of a jacket out of ponti. Would look nice in the other piece because I've got 2 meters of that. But that's what I've got in mind to do next. I think I originally bought the 1 meter to make a skirt, and now it's too cold and so I need to wear pants. The Anita Ponti pants, I can get my feet into my and my legs into my gumboots with them on. They don't push up. That's why I suspect I'll be getting lots of wear out of these black ones. Everybody have a fabulous week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.